Namaskar. Welcome to the SnakeMaster program. Today, the journey in search of the first guest of the day brings us not to Thiruvananthapuram district, but to Kalluvathukkal in Kollam district. Specifically to a place called Chenthippill near a temple. Honestly, I was quite shocked when I arrived here. It's an area with overgrowths of weeds and plants, small houses, and many children. Children from humble backgrounds, the children of daily wage earners, and families living under tough circumstances. And this morning, a snake was spotted inside a well in this area. But later, when they checked, it wasn't visible anymore. They said it is a deep well, and since it is summer, we know how challenging it is for common people in hilly areas like this. It is almost impossible to get a pipeline laid here. Even if one is laid, getting a water supply is still difficult. The water needs to be pumped all the way up, and I don't think that is feasible here. So heeding the desperate call, we have arrived. The well in question is down here. Just look at the little ones here. One of them just came back from the gym. How are you, little one?
Tissue.
When they called, they explained about the living conditions here. Seeing the youths going to the spot, these little ones also wanted to follow them, but I told them not to, since it would be risky. Because this is a place full of weeds and plants, and moreover, the mouth of the well doesn't have a parapet wall around it. There are small houses down below. We can see them as we walk around. Let's go and see if we can spot our guest. See those small houses down there? Houses with sheet roofs and tiled roofs, and some are shanties. You were the one who called, right? What's your name?
Girish.
So this is where it was seen. Who is its owner?
The owner is a native of Chattanooga.
Will it be a problem for him if we get down into the well?
No.
Oh, this is a deep well. Right when we look down, we can see the rock bottom of the well.
In the hole above that, there is a snake.
Today also you saw it?
Yes, we have been standing here for quite a while now.
Alright then. So this is Girish. It was he who called us this morning. We don't see the snake now, but we can't just leave it like that and go. We have to climb down the well and see. It seems to be more than 50 feet deep, so I'm a bit concerned about oxygen. But thankfully there is a lot of airflow here, so I don't think oxygen will be an issue. Hey boy, do you have a rope?
Yes, we have got one.
Great, let us disentangle the rope first. First, we need to check if it is still inside, then see if we can catch it. But the main task is to go down. It looks quite risky as some parts are a bit loose and crumbling. If there is a shortage of oxygen, I will call you. There is something else too. There are dead snakes in some gaps here. Oxygen might be a bit low. Carefully, brothers. Where did you tie the other end of the rope?
We will check the length and tie it.
All right. Now tie it securely. There is a hole there. We shall get it if we are lucky. There are several holes around, but I have not yet seen the snake. All are big holes. Some holes extend deep inside. What we
we can do now is to pump in water. That is the only way to make anything happen. We need to flood the inside to flush it out, right? There are shed snake skins inside the holes. Did you see any eggs or hatchlings inside? No, nothing like that. There is a passage on this side too. And here another one. So that means the snake didn't fall in by accident. Here is a shed snake skin. Here also another one. It has been here for quite a while. Here is another small one. I think it has been staying here for 7 to 8 months. Yes, nearly 7 or 8 months. And if this whole place is full of holes, it is likely a den. Unless we flush in clean water, nothing will happen. This well has some connection with the snake, it seems. The snake sometimes comes out to float in water. It will get down into the water and then climb back into the hole. Probably it comes down, relax and return. But what about food? It must be getting food, right? There are frogs here. Big tree frogs too. So that's likely why it chose to stay here. The snake can't climb up the well because there is nothing to grip onto. Anyway, shall we try and get it out now? Could you arrange a water tanker? So many holes deep inside the well. Huge ones too, not just 1 or 2. There are at least 5 or 6 interconnected holes here. This well doesn't belong to these youths. Still, if something has to be done, they will have to spend money from their pocket and call a water tanker. Otherwise, nothing can be done. Anyway, let's try to call the water tanker operators. Earlier, I had gone down the well and made an assessment of the presence of the snake inside. We have already gone down and checked. Girish and his friends along with the ward member have arranged a water tanker and it has brought about 2000 liters of water. Now we shall pump water into the well and the snake guest hiding inside the hole will come out only when the water rises above the level of the hole where the snake is hiding. Switch on the pump. Well done. Anyway, it will take more than half an hour. Our mission is progressing. As you know, it was Girish who took the initiative and called us, and his friends too chipped in. Half of the water in the tanker has finished. Just 1000 liters of water remains. But let us hope that this 2000 liters of water will suffice. Let's pray for that. Because these youths, with the support of the locals, have taken a lot of pains to bring water here. I think we may need 1000 liters more. The level of the water has reached the hole where the snake is hiding. But I don't know why the snake is not coming out of the hole. It is summer and the well may be drying up soon. Until now, there is no ray of hope. So anyway, we have completed 2 phases. First, I went down and inspected all the holes. Secondly, we filled it up with water. Actually, before that, something else happened. The poor children here did a bit of crowdfunding to raise money for bringing in a water tanker. They are doing all this in spite of the fact that the well is not theirs. They are doing this considering the safety of the people living nearby. So we may need to bring in 1 more lorry of water. Anyway, I shall go down again and check if there is any sign of the snake in that hole. Because only if there is hope does it make sense to spend their money for the water tanker. I am not interested in wasting their money for nothing. Girish, the water level has reached the hole where you said a snake head was seen jutting out, but the water has now covered the holes below where we earlier spotted shed skin of the snake. So we may need another 1000 liters of water. If we have that, we can reach up to the next ring of the well. I think the snake inside the hole may be getting air to breathe through some gaps. Anyway, still hope is there. If we get 1000 more liters of water, the snake hole will get covered with water and it will emerge from the hole. Now they have brought another 1000 liters as well. Let's pump that in too. Brother, please start pumping. The efforts of the young people here haven't gone to waste. Just look, let's see what happens. Special salute to the young men here because they have been sort of guarding this place for 2 to 3 months and had repeatedly called us. Look at that. See, it is slithering in the water. Look, it is swimming in the water. The pumping is almost over. I had my own doubts whether there would be more than one snake and whether eggs had been laid inside, but the hatching season is over. If there were babies, they would have come out by now into the water. First, the babies would come out, but none have come. Only the big one is there. So we poured 3000 liters of water into this. Now waiting any longer or giving time to the snake is pointless since it may get back into the hole. Please don't crowd around the well. Also ask them to stop pumping. Now we can see the snake. This is my 3rd time going down the well. Girish, please drop the rope. The snake has a biting tendency. I have tied a noose around the snake and picked it up. Watch out! Don't stand around the well rim. It is very tired and aggressive but isn't striking. Now we are slowly lifting it up. There was no other way to pick it up other than using the rope. There inside the well, I couldn't even stand properly amid darkness and shortage of air. It is time for the snake to shed its skin. Has it laid eggs? No. Is it male or female? Female. See, this snake is very tired. It has shed its skin twice and this is the 3rd time it is going to shed its skin. It is very tired now. If it bites at this point, it is always dangerous. Once a similarly tired snake bit me at Venyaramoda and I had to amputate my little finger on my left hand. We may think the snake is weak or sick and won't bite, but it could bite, injecting dangerous venom into the victim. If a month had passed, this snake would have died after shedding its skin for the third and last time, mostly because it hasn't had any food. That's certain. The body is quite weak. I thought it is a female, but no, it is a robust male cobra. The head is wide and flat. If it had been healthy, it would have already stood up here. It would have stood up and asked Girish, Manukumar, Vishnu, "Hey, you have cheated me? I was staying peacefully and comfortably inside the well." Anyway, I am glad. For the past 4 or 5 months, the youths had been behind it and had been persistently calling me. Subsequently, I sent a snake catcher to help them out. But when he came and saw the situation, he said he couldn't do anything. Then this morning, Girish called me again. When he called, he said the snake's head was outside the hole. I asked him if it wouldn't be a problem since the well belongs to someone else. He said there was no issue. He said the snake had to be relocated since it is a residential area with many families and children living in the vicinity. That made me happy. All of them are commoners leading a hand-to-mouth existence. This place with small homes and shanties is experiencing water scarcity. They are facing many difficulties in life here. Anyway, may nature find a solution to their problems. That's what I pray for them. Look, this cobra is 5 or 6 feet in length. The snake couldn't come out of the well on its own because it is tired. Otherwise, it would have climbed up through the side rings. Now I have spent more than 4 hours here. I have not spent this much time for a rescue operation anywhere recently. So now we shall secure this guest in a sack. He is really tired. If it were energetic, it would try to pierce through this sack, but he is too tired to even do that. He is totally exhausted. At the same time, if he bites now, it would be extremely dangerous. The real danger is when they lack strength to move. That's when their venom is most potent. Anyway, I'm happy to see brothers, sisters, and children cooperating for a public cause. I hope all our viewers enjoyed today's episode. In the next episode with new guests, new events and new stories, we shall see you again. Until then, heartfelt thanks from all of us.